Hi guys. All right. So, let's get started, guys. So, I'm going to first put some foundation on this pimply face. So, enough of that ramble. I'm going to be grabbing my CoverGirl Healthy Elixir foundation, and this one has been my go-to and my favorite since I have got it because it's just so good. So you always want to have a layer of foundation just because you want everything to be even before you start cream contouring, and you really don't put the cream contour all over your face, so that's why you want to get everything really good. All right, so now that we're done with that, I'm gonna start with the contour. Is this shade right here from the Avon concealer pots. I believe they're the Ideal Flawless Cream Concealers, and this one is really nice. It's a little bit darker than my skin tone. This is the pre-contour for me. It's more like the bronzer, I would say, and I'm just gonna be applying this stipple brush right here from Elf, and it'll just really help me distribute the product evenly and not put way too much. That's basically what a stipple brush does. So as you can see, I placed this product above my cheekbone line, and I just really want to put that above there just so I can have a blend of colors when I put in the darker shade. So for a diamond shaped face, you really want to contour this side of your face just because it doesn't look so broad in the middle, and that's basically what a diamond shaped face is. It's like really small up here, how I have it, really small down here, which I don't have very small, but some people have it like really pointy, and then it's like more, it's like a little bit bigger in the middle. So you really want that definition out on the edges. And then what I do, since my forehead is a little bit pointy, I just got it all over my hair. But since what I do, since my forehead is a little bit more pointy, I would say, I just really cream contour the top, and I don't do it like super harsh. I just apply a little bit, enough for it to look like I contoured. And then I do the same to the other side. Then I also contour my double chin because I really do have one. So I just contour that really quick, and I just really like putting this color on there just because it's not so dark on me. And then I'm gonna go on the sides. And now I'm gonna actually be going in with this dark shade for me. This would be so beautiful on a deeper skin tone because this one is a little bit dark, and it's more on like the cooler tone side, so it's not like orange. And this shade is Mahogany, and it's really nice. And these concealers are actually around $3, I would say. Sometimes they are a little bit more, but they're usually on sale. And I do have an Avon account, that's why I have a bunch of stuff from them. But let's forget about that because I spent so much money on that. So this is gonna actually go underneath where the actual contour line is, and I put a little bit too much, but you'll see how I blend it out afterwards. That's why we're doing the highlight afterwards. So this goes under there, and I just put a tiny bit on my forehead because I don't like it to look too like muddy, and I don't put any at all on my nose. And I really love cream contouring just because it looks a little bit more natural than the usual powder. And then I'm gonna go a little tiny bit under here with absolutely basically no product, but you can see like a definition there, and before we didn't have any of that. So I'm gonna blend out this side with a brush and then the other side with a beauty blender. Alright guys, so you guys can see how it all blended out, and you guys decide what you guys want to do. Beauty blender, brush. For me, doesn't matter. So I'm going to be going in with this medium shade, and I really love this one. You can see I hit pan. This one always goes under my eyes, pimples, whatever, etc. And I'm just going to apply it with the beauty blender, and I really love doing the highlight afterwards just because I can clean anything up that got a little bit too messy. So I'm going to be applying that under my eyes. And then the usual highlighting areas for this step is actually just preference to whatever you want to highlight and whatever you want to contour and stuff like that. But I'm mainly focusing on, you know, diamond shaped faces. And this is where everything changes for you or for me, preference wise, is the forehead. Because if you have a bigger forehead, then, you know, highlight it a little bit smaller. But usually diamond shaped faces have smaller foreheads. So this is the tip for you guys. So you really want to highlight your forehead just so it can like pop and, you know, be a little bit, you know, out there, a little bit more out there. Alright, and you can even do the highlight down here, which is what I'm gonna do because I really don't like it to look that many, like right here it does. So I'm just gonna highlight that, and you can see I just made it super sharp. I'm gonna make it sharp, and then I am going to blend it out. And you just want to make sure you got both sides even, which I think I do. And then you can go with the beauty blender and just blend out that harsh line. Alrighty guys, so that's basically it. That's pretty much what I do. And now I am gonna actually set this because I am a oily mess. If you are a dry skin beauty, you are awesome and you can just leave it like this, glowy and all that. But I am oily to the max, so I'm gonna set this. And for this, I'm gonna be using my Wet n Wild contouring duo. And I really love these powders. They are very buttery and very smooth, and I love this one because it's like so pigmented, and this one because it's not too deep. Sorry. This is around $5, $5.99, around there. It's very good. I know some might say that it's way too much product to actually put on the face, but I honestly don't mind because I'm not putting too many layers of everything. I just very lightly put the contour and, you know, stuff like that. So you can do it to your preference. If you think it's way too much, you know, put a little bit less. I don't know. So to set this, I just really bounce on the face, and I don't put too much product as well, just because I don't want to brush it away. And with these cream contours, you really don't brush it away. This is not the kind that like will separate or anything like that. So I really love that about those. But just in case, because I have acne and I already put a layer foundation, I just want to make sure to pat that in. Alrighty guys, now so I'm going to apply some blush. I really did forget before I applied my powder products. But it doesn't Just the thing is that you really want to stick to the front of your cheek, and you really don't want to bring it all the way back. So. And I use this ColourPop blush, and it is called Between the Sheets, and it's really nice. It's my everyday shade. Now you can apply your cream highlight, and I really love this one by the Benefit Cosmetics, the What's Up, but it's really expensive in full size, so make sure to get a mini. And I'm going to be using my eyeshadow in Enchanted from e.l.f., and it's already broken and everything, and it's to its last bit. Look at how flat it is, and it was a baked one, so You know I love this one, and I actually destroyed one of these, so I will link that video down below if you guys want to see it. Ooh, girl. I really love this one because it really fits my skin tone. It's more like a goldeny highlight, I would say. But it's still like pinky, so it's just really nice for me. And I really love to highlight the sides of my forehead and a little bit on the forehead now, just because I just really love that glow. So for highlight, it really doesn't matter. You just really don't want it all the way out here. You really want to stay right here in this area right here. Sometimes I do bring it to the apples of the cheek just because I love that glow. I don't even care if it shows my texture. I love the glow. And I really love to look dewy, but not oily. Alrighty guys, so that is the finished look, and I love cream contouring just because it looks really, really natural on anyone, and you can hardly tell I'm wearing any makeup. Like, no makeup look. I'm just kidding, guys. So this is the finished look, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this one and really learned something from it. It's basically the same as my powder contouring video, and if you guys haven't seen that, I will link it down below and put it in a card wherever it is up here. And yeah guys, let me know what other videos you guys want to see, and please subscribe, put the notifications on, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!